Hello Internet, and welcome to another episode of Josh talking to himself with a topic in mind that probably not many of you will understand nor care about in the attempt to be funny as a human being. But probably not. I'm here to talk to you today about my mustache, Luther. Also, I've been doing pretty well in Star Wars so far. I know. You've seen the videos. You know my love for Alara Dorn. I'm sorry about that. But we'll talk about Knights of the Fallen Empire later when I am not stressed about school starting in the next few hours. Josh, why do you name your... Yes, my mustache. My mustache named Luther. You ask, Josh, you have not answered my question. And my question still is, why did you name your mustache Luther? Well, just like Superman, obviously, I'm Clark Kent, aka Superman. My mustache, named Luther, is a consistent nuisance / mastermind evil villain that keeps popping up during my momentous moments of me being a decent human being every now and then, and it consistently destroys my perception of myself. A lot of people don't know, but the people who have seen me know the horrors of my mustache, and to an extent my soul patch. I don't know why I'm making this video. A lot of people who are my friends who see me on a, quasi-consistent basis know that when they look at me, my mustache, and I talk about it a lot, very obsessively, I don't shave every day. Because it grows slow enough for me to maintain it during a week, but I am able to maintain the persona that I am a decent human being when I don't have the mustache. I don't know why I do that, but for some reason, a part of me just is disgusted by my mustache. I have no idea what's happening. So, just like Luther to Superman, or Lex Luthor to Superman, Luther to me is my mustache, and thus, I have to consistently take care of it. Taking care of it is me basically shaving it off. And the history of my mustache has been around... It's been around since I was, going through puberty. I guess that's the conception point of my mustache. But the problem with me, I let it hang out until 11th grade. Meaning, I did not shave that beast until 11th grade. There are a lot of pictures of me with just like this fucking disgusting mess. But it didn't feel as uncomfortable as it does now. When I actually let it grow out. And I usually do this in the summertime. Periods of time that are brief enough for me to not feel like a disgusting person, but also long enough that I can just be lazy. Meaning, like a summer break in between semesters of college, stuff like that. I let it kind of just grow out because I'm too lazy and can't be bothered, and people aren't gonna see me, but it's mostly when I have to actually interact with people on like a legitimate basis that I actually shave it. Or I have a priority to shave it. Example would be, I go to the barber shop, or the hair cuttery, whatever. I go to like a place where, dignified people with hair maintenance, or I go to school. School's probably the main priority, or I meet family. So anyway, I've had Luther going. My longest record having Luther was basically when it was, first born, and it just grew up for, 6 years, I would like to say. Just kind of grew up. And I remember in 7th grade / 8th grade, one of my friends who was in like every single class with me in like 7th grade was like, dude, you gotta shave that shit off. And I'm like, dude, I only take care of my chin. Because when I was a kid, when I was in middle school, I just went into like my bathroom and just kind of took scissors because I wasn't allowed to shave. Again, in my family, they had like this weird belief that shave your hair, it's just gonna come back. But it's gonna look disgusting anyway, so I mean, my dad had a mustache. My mustache is not as full as my dad's, but I think I get a lot of my patchiness because of my mom's side, because when I look at my mom's side, a lot of them don't really grow out beards or mustaches. I think that that's just a family thing, it's just on her side. Come to think of it though, my dad is like the only person in his side of the family who I have seen grow a legitimate amount of time, and it's really weird. I just don't know, dude. I've just gotten a mix of the two. I've gotten the fullness, but it's not enough. It just looks weird. The story of Luther was that he was finally cut down, or brought down, like he was a towering menace in my life. It was only in 11th grade when I moved to Florida after a series of events. It was only when I moved to Florida and I met a girl in my math class, in my pre-calc class. She was asking me questions about Saudi Arabia because they all found out, like, oh my god, you're from Saudi Arabia. And obviously I was asking, like the stereotypical, the rumors and the legends of Saudi Arabia, and I was just like debunking some theories that they had, of course, as any good person would do. And she was just like, dude, you got shaved that mustache. Like, why do you keep it like that? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this? What do you mean? Because I was kind of like, I didn't want to go against what my parents have taught me, but it's also, I don't know where to start. It's that mixed feeling of, because my parents never allowed me to shave when I was, I don't know, in middle school, it never occurred to me that I could do that later on for my sake. I was very passive about the situation. I didn't want to deal with it because it was a change. And I didn't know where to begin. I have all these questions, the shaving questions, shaving time off my life, literally. But I was basically bringing up, my family's logic, which was, you shave your mustache, it'll just grow back hairier. And I brought that up as like, I didn't fully dissect that argument, which is not really exactly true. It'll just come back a little bit more. Hair grows out. Her logic was, well, then you shave it again. Otherwise, it will keep growing. It's hair. And I was just like, that actually makes sense. Why didn't I think about that? So I had like this moment where, oh my god, I need to shave my face. And I told my mom about it. And my mom was like, don't shave your face. What are you doing? That's too much. I'm like, Mom, because my mom's the best, by the way. My mom was just like, you know what? Just go. Just do it. Whatever. It's your face. It's whatever, right? My mom didn't really care. But she wouldn't let me use the shaving blade. Or whatever those are called. And I was just like, well, how am I gonna shave? I have no idea. So I just took sewing scissors, because they're thin enough that they won't like obstruct my face, intricately shaving my mustache, but they're also sharp enough that they can actually cut my hair. So I used those. And then a day later, I come back, I'm like, what up, man? I'm like clean, and she's just like, oh, cool. And then never talked about it again. Literally, I wasn't trying to impress anyone. I was just like, hey, do you see this accomplishment I just did? Oh my god. Like, I was a changed person. When I actually felt my face after cutting, oh my god. It was so good. But it wasn't as good as shaving, right? So fast forward to, I think, the 2 months after I graduated. Me and my mom moved here to live with aunt and uncle until I go to college. I've been living by myself for around a year. When we were living there, my cousin is pretty annoying because they have a child. They have a lone only child who's a daughter, and she was pretty annoying about my mustache because me using scissors wasn't down into the skin enough for it to like not look like I have a growing mustache. So you still kind of see like parts of the mustache. And she would, oh god, that was my knee popping. I'm sorry. I'm not hurt or anything. But you can see that the hair is growing. It's just that it's not long enough. But you can see the little hair follicles that are still there because the scissors don't go that deep, that close to the skin. So she was just like, dude, your mustache, you need a shave. I kept on keeping on with the scissors for a bit. And that lasted me until I moved into my apartment in around August last year. And when we were shopping for groceries, because my mom was staying here for a bit to watch me for like a week, and then she was gonna go off and do her own thing. So my mom was helping me buy some groceries, and we just bought a packet of razors or razor blades or whatever from the Walmart nearby. And I was just like, Mom, I'm gonna start shaving. And then she's just like, okay. She's just like, be careful with it, but I mean, it's your decision. You take care of yourself now. I'm like, alright, cool. And I bought a packet of them, the manual ones. I just bought a pack of those, and for the first time ever, that night, I went into my bathroom, and I was like, Mom, watch me shave. And she's just like, do I? Like, okay, make sure I don't die. And then she's like, yeah, that's actually a good idea why I'm here. And I shaved, and I'm like, do I go against the grain, Mom? And she's just like, no, leave that for later, because your skin's in shock. I'm like, I guess that makes sense. I don't know if that matters or anything, and I shaved. I felt my skin. It was so soft. Oh my god, I've seen the new world. It takes no more than 5 to 7 minutes, really. So that's the story of how I finally got rid of Luther. He came back, and I was like, oh my god, the weapons I'm using against him aren't good enough, but goddamn, I've found a way. And that's why, the story of Luther is It's like, he's always part of my life. You know, that one thing about you that you don't like. My horrible mustache, you know, my thighs and my butt. Most people want a big butt. I don't. I've been blessed with a big butt, but I don't like it because it just runs in my family, you know. You just, yeah, that's the story of Luther. I'm glad you listened to this rant about some dude's mustache. Why? I don't know. I mean, you were probably looking at some gaming footage that I put up. Unless I'm trolling myself, but I hope not. So, thank you again for listening to me talk about my mustache for a little bit. It was a blast. It was a gas. Feel free to comment. Or you can tweet me at the Cryopanda if you so choose. I think it's better there because I blocked YouTube comments for the most part. Unless I get an email about them, then I'll like look at the comment. I mean, I'm not saying that my channel's YouTube comments are blocked. I'm just saying that I have a plugin on Google Chrome that basically takes it off. So I don't view YouTube comments at all anymore. Unless, of course, I get an email about it from YouTube that says, this person commented on your video. Do you want to, like, you know, talk to them or something? Some shit? Okay. But mostly it's like, cool video, dude. I'm like, on a MapleStory thing that I have not touched in a long time, and I'm like, thank you. I mean, I appreciate all the words, but you do know I kinda stopped playing MapleStory. There are other channels you can watch, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe you could even go to Twitch. Twitch.tv/games or category/MapleStory? I have no idea. Also, don't look for me on Twitch. Cryopanda on Twitch is a thing, but I've never streamed, nor do I have the internet to stream, as I live in a pretty not that great city for internet. Alongside, I am with AT&T, and I don't like it. But I mean, I have no other choice, so I mean, I'm stuck. Anyway, enough about my problems. I have school tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna slap this together and upload it tomorrow morning when I wake up. But see you later, you glorious, glorious piglets that I like to call my beautiful cupcakes. And when Josh returns, it might be a meme video, it might be a gameplay video, it might be me drinking some bottled water that I filtered from my sink. Because I'm a goddamn adult. I don't know why I filter water. I think it's just me being a germaphobe. I don't know. Why are you still here? I'm sorry I'm taking up your time. Really, legitimately sorry. I need to go and take a massive dump. There's a half-truth in that. I don't know what the truth is, but it's there. I need to take something massive. No, they are not drugs. I'm going. Goodbye. Thank you. Peace.